Okay, so share your screen with your audience. Close. Hey, what's going on, folks? Hope you all are doing absolutely amazing on today. This first stream is just a test over here because I want to see how it comes through and all of that good stuff. You understand? Um, so let me just share this. One second. Let me just share this. O'Brien, I'm doing a live stream. I don't need you in my camera. I'm streaming from the computer. Uh, Hold on. Yeah. Hey y'all. Okay, so I see that I have one viewer out there. Laura, hey, what's going on? Okay, coming through clear. Okay, good. Picture is clear and audio is clear. Okay, awesome. I'm doing this actually as a test over here on YouTube because I'm gonna start my live streams over here. Laura's asking if I'm with Legacy. Yeah, I am. That's one of the products in my suite. Um, by the way, I do coaching. I sell my own digital products. I'm just making sure that I'm crystal clear. Where are you coming in from, Laura? Are you also with Legacy? Oh, awesome! Congratulations! Congratulations! Good to know. How long have you been in? I gotta get used to YouTube, right? And this is actually the webcam on my laptop. I don't use it, but I'm making use of it, if that makes sense, right? Okay, so you're in Virginia. Okay, absolutely awesome, right? All right, so I'm feeling this out over here to kind of see how it goes because I am prepping for 2025 in a nutshell. How long have you been with the program? If you don't, okay, 4 months, consistent 2 months. You and where are you? Okay, so I've been in the community since last year, just a little bit over a year and a couple months. Where are you? I'm actually in the Caribbean. Um, and yeah, oh, it's good that you're here, man. Welcome. Absolutely amazing. When I tell you and I tell everybody every single day that you wake up and you hit that reset button, just do this and say, you know what? I'm going to be here 90 days from now. Even when you're at your 90-day mark, you want to say that again. All right. See how my lighting just changed? It's freezing cold. Okay. I believe we're maybe in our low 80s where I'm at, and that's pretty cold for us. So if we go like 79 degrees or like about 75, it's freezing. So like the last couple of days have been really chilly. But it's not really chilly weather, but because I live in the tropics, as soon as the temperature drops a bit, it's like, really, really cold for us. Shout out to all of you that are coming in the room over here on the Tiki Talkies, right? But Laura, over the last few months, I've shifted my focus a bit in a sense where I started to put out more content on my YouTube channel because there's a long term strategy that I have for my YouTube channel, and I want to be able to, build more long term evergreen as opposed to just trying to get a quick dopamine hit or trying to get persons who just want a quick hit. Let me see what you say. I haven't had any sales yet, but I'm sure I'm in the right place. I'm speaking at 2025 is my year. Aria, exactly. Listen, you have to see it before you see it, right? Like when I got started with this amazing opportunity, um, I discovered it in January after my fasting, right? And I watched for over 2 months. It was almost, yeah, almost 3 months. Um, I watched for almost 3 months before I got started, right? But it wasn't that. Here, Obi, here you go. What you supposed to say? Here, you can't eat that and chew gum. You have to take the gum out your mouth, okay? Yeah. So when I got started with this, I didn't just. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Laura. So when I got started, it took me a while to say yes because I wasn't only looking at this for me, I was looking at it for other people, as in, is this simple enough for the average person to take it, run with it, and win, right? And it ticked the boxes for me. I looked at the simplicity, I look at the fact that, okay, is there any sort of automation in place? Are people able to, kind of leverage it? What sort of community was surrounding it, right? And uh, and I just went for it. Within my first 7 days, I generated my first $1,200. Within my first 40 days, I generated my first $10,000. Right? And I look at it to say that, man, as long as you have the right mindset and you're willing to just take simple actions or baby steps, because the program is a really nice, detailed program. So if you're able to just take it, by the chunks and just peel it back layer after layer, then you'll definitely kind of knock it out the park, right? If you look me up inside of the community also, you would find that I do some of the mentorship calls sometimes, depending on my schedule, because I still work where I'm at in my neck of the woods, and I work in the financial industry, right? Huge finance guy, and I have a great career, right? So I'm not someone who comes from the angle or the standpoint to kind of bash persons that work a job or try to beat them up, and tell them, are you sick and tired of your job and da 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 da? That's not me, and that will never be me. So you see, for me, I am a very unique individual in the sense where I let people know, hey, I've generated multiple six figures in the online space, and I do it part time, or I did it part time, and I'm still working a job and still generating income in the online space. You understand? I mean, everyone have different goals, everyone have different beliefs, but as long as you remain true to you, your true authentic self, who you are, and there is certain bridges that you don't ever burn, you'll see the level of success that you desire. You understand? I always say this, like, if, for example, a couple of days ago, I had to jump on an airplane, right, to fly over to another island for a business event and whatnot, right? And I thought about it to say, what if the pilots decided that they no longer want to fly, they want to go and be entrepreneurs, right? Then what would happen to airplanes? I thought about the air hostesses as I was on that plane. I say, what if they decide that they don't want to be an air hostess anymore and they want to go and be entrepreneurs, or they don't want to work, they want to become self-employed? Then there would be a huge gap in the marketplace, right? But not everyone looks at it like that. We need those wheels to churn in order for persons to really kind of soar, to knock it out the park, and to literally take their lives to the next level. You understand? So, like I said, I'm actually live on my TikTok. Hey, TikTok folks, as y'all are coming in, let me know where y'all are coming in from. I am not going to be before you very long this evening because I have to jump off of here um, in a to coach a client this evening. I bought a program about 8 months ago called the roadmap. Is it the same? I just can't get started. No, Tracy. First and foremost, Tracy, congratulations to you for participating in your own win and setting up yourself for success, right? But this is not the roadmap. And if you bought it 8 months ago, you would have bought the roadmap when they had it underneath the master resale rights umbrella. Since then, I know they have shifted a bit to where they do like an affiliate model now, where instead of you collecting 100% of the profits, you get to collect just a percentage, right? I'm not sure what the percentage is, but the program that I do, you could definitely check out the link in my profile. I call it a business in a box, right? And I normally say that you see this right here. It is a gift, and I get to give persons this every single day when I come on here if I'm having a conversation about this, right? And this business in a box, I call it a gift because it's pretty much done for you. I'll say about 95% done for you. All right. The 5% that is missing is just you as an individual. So, say, for example, right, you get started um, in the online space, right? Tracy, just let me know you're still here so we could have this conversation, right? Say you want to get started with a business right now, right? You see how you have the McDonald's, the Burger Kings, the KFC, and all of those business franchises out there. Individuals, not one person own every McDonald. The actual chain, it's owned by different franchisees or a franchise owner. Someone purchased the franchise rights and they just follow the blueprint that comes with the franchise, right? That's how they operate. In the digital marketing space, you could actually get yourself what is called a digital business franchise, where it comes with a set of rules, frameworks, step by step, how to literally the blueprint that all you have to do is just follow it and you're able to see your level of success, right? So that was what I did, right? After, being in the online space and, trial and error. I remember when I made my first $4 and you couldn't talk to me because I was over the top excited, right? But I looked at all the challenges that I went through as an individual, right? I looked at all the challenges that I went through as an individual. And I thought about the everyday average person who is just getting started or who may be just getting started, right? And they won't have so much the backbone to go through what I went through because, see, what I had to go through and grow through, it took me to the tune of investing well over 67,000 US dollars in my personal development in order for me to learn the skills and the frameworks, the techniques, and all of these stuff to be able to leverage the online space, right? You'll hear a little bit of noise in the background a bit because that's my 4-year-old who's having such a great time with all of his toys and, all of this good stuff, right? For those of you who have kids, you already know what time it is. And I normally tell you once you're over here, you're going to get the real deal. No gatekeeping or anything whatsoever, right? But back to what I was saying, right, Tracy? So I said, when I came across this opportunity, I looked at several things. I said, you know what, Dean, I know this will work for me, but can it work for the everyday average person? So I looked at, was it simple enough for the everyday average person to take it, run with it, and win, right? Secondly, I looked at the fact that, okay, is there any sort of automation that is in place that could do some of the work? Because, see, I'm coming from the era of doing a lot of manual work in the online space to generate the income. And the average person right now, what we like to go to the microwave, press popcorn, and we're gonna hear beep beep beep. In a couple minutes we get the popcorn, right? Because we want that quickness, right? So I looked at that. Okay, is there any sort of automation to help with the quick stuff, right? And then I also looked at the fact that, okay, is there some sort of community or a tribe that I could be a part of? Because, see, I understood that if I do it by myself, I might go fast, but I also might get comfortable and sit back, right? But if I'm amongst a group of people who are on this mission to do something great so that, they could impact lives all over the world, then I want to be a part of that, right? So after I found that out, I decided that, man, I got to give this a try, right? Got started, and within my first 7 days, I was able to generate my first 1,200 US dollars. Within 40 days, over 10,000 US dollars, right? But that's not even important, right? What blows my mind is the fact that, you see, because I said yes, it made so many other people's yes possible, right? And one person I love to share her story is Mira. Mira works in the healthcare industry, right? She saw me in the online space and she reached out and she said, you know what, Dean, I want to do what it is that you're doing because I'm working 15 to 19 hours per day. That's the airplane that's passing, by the way. I live close to the airport. And for all of my UK folks that's on here, that's British Airways, actually, all right? And that flight is heading direct to London Heathrow. It's going to make one stop and then it's going to head to London Heathrow. That's the airline that I flew on a couple of days ago, by the way, right? So Mira works in the healthcare industry, and she reached out to me and she said, "You know what, Dean? I'm tired. I'm overworked. I'm burned out, but my income is also not in a good place." So when she reached out to me, she was actually in overdraft, right? So she got started with this business in the overdraft, right? But I remember the conversation so clear, and I said, "You know what, Mira? This is going to be your story. You're gonna go from overdraft to abundance." Right? Because, see, the kind of person I am, I'm a visionary. As long as you're around me, you're going to get the motivation, you're going to get the inspiration. Most importantly, I'm going to push you to become the very best version of yourself there is possible. By default, you'll learn how to generate income in the online space, working smarter and not harder, right? So let me tell you what happened to Mira, right? Not only has she, generated a substantial amount of income, right? But she has taken herself right now to the point where she no longer has to work full time. She actually reduced her hours to work part-time hours, right? She recovered a whole heap of losses that she would have lost in previous business to the tune of almost $40,000. This is $40,000 that she lost in a previous business. This new business that she's a part of right now, the same business in a box opportunity, it has allowed her to recover or recoup her losses, right? So she's on track right now to generating her first 100,000 US dollars, right? Because she decided to say yes, bought into or borrowed my belief when she came across me in the online space, right? That's Mira's story. There's another lady whose name is Sharon, right? And I remember when I met Sharon and, we started to work together in the online space, and she literally like she tells her story better than I tell it. So I'll give you a summary, right? She literally was on her father's couch with her children, and she went from being on her father's couch to now not only owning her digital empire, but she also has her own beauty salon, right? Where she's now the CEO and she oversees a client, not only her clientele, but she has staff members that she has to manage, right? The power of having a digital business, but not only that, the power of having the right person in your corner, not just any, Johnny come lately or Sally Sue over there, but someone who is going to help you to identify the greatness that is already in you, all right? And help you to just ignite that fire that just needs a little fuel so that you could turn that light up so bright. You see, like how the light is so bright over here right now. That's exactly what you need in your life, right? So we're heading over into 2025. You could have been anywhere right now, but you are here. You're here for a reason. So if you're someone, right, who you've been looking around in the online space and you maybe want to try something, right? Borrow my belief, right? Take my advice. This bald headed guy that you came across, make sure y'all are tapping the screen. And thank you all so much for all the gifts. Tanya, I see you, superstar, right? If you're not following me, I want you to hit that follow button. But if it is that you guys want to, get some information about this business in a box opportunity, listen, it was a one time investment that I made, right? Remember, I made my first $1,200 within 7 days, right? I'm no one special. I made my first $10,000 in 40 days. I'm no one special. You understand? But what I do know is, you see, when it comes to a business franchise, look at KFC, look at Burger King, look at McDonald's, right? There's a particular way how they fry the fries. There's a particular way the menu is structured, right? There's a particular time that they open. There's a particular set of seasoning that they use on the food. There is a step by step, there's a framework, there's a blueprint that's in place. That's what the franchises follow. You understand? So that's why they're able to see the level of success. In the online space, you could get the absolute same thing where you could get yourself a digital business franchise, right? And this digital business franchise that you get, all you have to do is realize that, hey, it already come pre-built and done for you. The only thing that is required is for you who are the franchisee who's purchasing the rights to your digital business franchise, is for you now to just open this, turn on the lights, and open the doors to your digital business franchise. All right. It is that simple. It is that simple. Hey, 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 Sheila. Nice to see you on here. Hope you're doing absolutely amazing. It is that simple. Do any one of you have any questions? Let me know so I could answer you real quick, right? Thank you so much, Tiffany, right? Listen, I have so many persons, Tiffany, who's connected with me, and their story is so absolutely amazing. You understand? And it's their story to tell. Some of them, there's so many success stories, but they don't want me to even share their stories. Like, I even have Tamika right now, who literally, this is the story, right? She used to work DoorDash, right? And I remember when Tamika reached out to me, and she said, Dean, whatever this is, I want to learn it. I want to be a part of it, right? And I remember our conversation so clearly. Tamika, I could see it now, from DoorDash to six figures, right? She's a single mom, have a teenage, she has daughters, right? So I know what it is. To be raised by a single mom, right? I was raised by a single mom who has nine of us, right? So I know, and I'm familiar with some of the challenges when, as a young man, when I want stuff, I'm not able to get it because there's only so much my mother could have done as a single mother. So you see, single moms, they are dear and near to my heart, right? Women in general, because see, women are glory carriers, right? And y'all don't get the crowns and the flowers that y'all are supposed to get. So for those of you who are connected with me, especially if you're on my Facebook or somewhere or that sort, you would normally see at certain times, listen, I'm very loud when it comes to loving people, because you see, love is an action word, right? And I'm just kind of explaining to you guys, right? So sorry for my rant. A couple days ago, like about, I think it was about 2.5 weeks ago, I celebrated my wedding anniversary, right? And I just shared a little photo with me and my wife, and the amount of people who reached out to me, right? But they know. It's like they know, you see, as long as you're around me, you're going to feel the love. You're going to feel the appreciation. Because, see, what we're supposed to do is understand that, hey, we're all on borrowed time. So what we have to do is to spend time now creating those memories, because you see, the memories are what people are going to hold on to. we're in a world that is already filled with negativity. So I normally tell y'all when y'all come over here, it's positive vibes or no vibes at all. So when you're over here, feel free to ask questions, all right? Let's dialogue. It's a conversation that we're having because, see, too many times or for far too long, a lot of you, you're in the online space and you're afraid to be yourself. I'm here to let you know that, you see, for me, I'm not anybody. Dean, you're a great person. Dean is a great person to have in your corner. Thank you so much, Miss Sheila. And we definitely need to catch up real soon. All right. Um, y'all, for those of you who are on TikTok, I'm actually doing a test live stream on my YouTube as well. So you'll see me looking down, right? And I'm gonna show you guys my screen in a little bit because I want to show y'all something for those of y'all who are on here, right? Because you see, they say documentation beats conversation every single time, right? So I remember when I was at a really, really dark place in my life. Do y'all want to hear my story? Because I could tell y'all in about 2 minutes why I decided to draw the line and get serious in the online space. Do y'all want to hear my story, or y'all gotta run? For those of y'all who gotta run, make sure you tap right here, right? Tap my face that is up here. When it pops up here again, tap it. Okay, so Tracy want to hear my story. So Tracy, you saw earlier when you heard my son a little bit in the background. He came in for his excavator, right? So it's all charged up and everything. So he's pretty much doing construction in the house, right? Like right now, he got all of these, like the ambulance, the dump truck, the fire truck, the scooter, all of these things just laid off. Boys will be boys, right? But I got two boys, right? A couple of years ago, life for me was not pretty. Like I said, I grew up in a single parent household, so I watched my mom, struggle to be able to make ends meet. So I started working at the age of 13 to be able to, kind of help her because I have twin sisters, right? And because I'm a male figure and I'm out there, I did not want my younger twin sisters to go and fall prey, as in PREY, to the society that was out there so that they could kind of take away their innocence, right? So I started working at the age of 13, as in, I went like after school, go pack bags in the grocery store to be able to, make my lunch money and also to help my mom out with paying some bills around the house, right? Yeah. So that was my life, right? So fast forward a bit. When I got older now and I started to, kind of branch off on my own, have my own family and whatnot, I got to a place where at the end of the month, this were the bills, right? And this right here was the income, so it was not making sense. So in order for me now to handle the responsibilities, it meant that I had to bring my income up, right? Of course my job was only paying me so much, right? So what I had to do was I had to go and get a second job to be able to kind of generate more money to be able to handle my responsibilities, right? So I did that, and it took me to the tone where when I would leave my regular job, I have about a 30-minute window in between where I have to grab my son from the daycare to drop him home, to then fly to the other end of the island to be able to go to the second job, right? So one night I was coming home from work, and when I got home, my son was up waiting for me, right? And this was a really, really tough night. And when I opened the door and saw him, it kind of startled me a little bit, right? And then, he said, my wife was already sleeping. Then he pulled me and he said, Daddy, come, let me help you take off your shoes, in his baby voice, right? And he proceeded to sit me down in our couch, right? And he started to take off my shoes. You should see him there being, the strong baby that he is, pulling off these big shoes off my feet, right? But he looked at me, and this was his question. He asked me, Daddy, are you going to go to work tomorrow? And you see, when he asked me that question, I literally sunk. And the only thing that I could have done was to just break down and holler. And I cried like a baby. You want to know why I cried like a baby? Earlier on, when I was driving home, right? See, I started to doze off on the wheel while I was driving, but I caught myself. So when I got home and he was up, right? Two things happened. When he asked me that question, I felt like he was crying out for his father, and his father was absent, even though I was busy trying to handle the responsibilities and take care of the household, right? But not only that, usually when I come home, he is sleeping. So when he asked me that question, it's like something just flashed in the front of my eyes, like this, where I saw him waiting for me to come home, and I never made it home because I fell asleep on the wheel while driving home from a second job, right? And I never woke up. So you see, from that night until then, I decided that I am going to draw the line, and drew the line I did. And I decided that, hey, I got to figure this out because, see, working two jobs was not doing it. You understand? So I went and I became so obsessed in the online space. And then now I started to, okay, dibble in drop shipping. Okay, what is this? Dibble in ghost commerce, dibble in e commerce, network marketing, and all these different things, right? Went down this rabbit hole to the tone of where I said I gave myself a bachelor's degree in Googleology because everything that I needed to do, I used to run to Google, right? But that only led me down a rabbit hole that led me down another rabbit hole and another rabbit hole. You understand? So for me, the quickest way for me to be able to get to where I needed to get to was to invest, right? So I stopped trying to do things the free way. And I remember when I got started in the online space and I had to invest my first 40 US dollars, right? And I kid you not, I had to owe my light bill. You see how this light is so bright right now? This light is on, that light is on, right? I had to owe my light bill in order to get started, right? Because, yeah, I was hungry for change. I was still going to the second job, but remember, I drew the line. So when I drew the line now, when I come home at midnight, at 1 a.m. In the morning, I'm using the 2 hours after I done freshen up and get the heaviness off of me for the day. I'm using the 2 hours and I'm working on whatever I need to work on to make sure that I build myself in the online space, right? So this was what happened, right? You would find that people went to sleep, people went to bed, right? Okay, Auntie Charlotte is here. So my niece is coming over. Y'all hear him, right? That's the youngest one, right? So guess what? I started to work those 2 hours in the wee hours of the morning. So this was what happened, right? And I'm sharing this because I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from, and I want you guys to see my heart and the big heart that I have and why I do what I do. You understand? And it's like, if I'm working in the wee hours of the morning, guess what? People are sleeping, but there's a majority of the world that is also awake, right? Because when it's night somewhere, it's daytime somewhere. So you had it where people were waking up, and when they woke up, guess what? They woke up to Dean, right? So guess what I had to do? I had to literally pick myself up out of the slump. So you see the name Soar with Dean, there is so much significance and meaning behind it, right? So see, when you are connected to me, you got to be an eagle. So that's why I shared earlier the greatness that is already on the inside of you. Guess what? You need someone who is going to ignite that and help you to bring that to light, right? So literally, right, this was what happened. People saw me so much in the online space. Two things happen, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen right now, right? As long as you're connected to me, guess what? You're going to get sick and tired of seeing me and say yes, or you're going to get inspired and say yes. It's either yes or yes. The quicker you say yes, the better it is for you. But I'm just telling you right now, you understand? Right? So fast forward, got started, doing my thing, learning, being the lone eagle, doing this thing by myself, right? One day I look up, okay, I made $100. I was like, huh? Right? You mean if I do this amount of activities, then I could generate the income? So I say, let me do some more of this activity, right? Generate more income. And I just start to duplicate what it is that I was doing. And so I do it. The more I do it, the more income. The more I do it, the more income, right? Fast forward again, right? That is why I tell you, right? See, as long as you're connected to me, you have to soar, right? So fast forward, came across this amazing opportunity. When I looked at it, I kid you not, all I did was I saw the vision that God gave me to help 500 people. 500 people to make an extra $1,000, right? 500 people. I remember when I went down, put my head down and went to work, right? When I left my head up, it was literally over 5,000 lives were impacted, right? But not only that, I remember, the phone calls. People call me crying, Dean, thank you so much. Because of you, I'm able to put groceries in my cupboard. I'm able to pay off this, medical bill. I'm able to do this treatment for whatever procedure that I have to go through, and so many different things. I'm now able to move from this ghetto neighborhood to over here and whatnot. I'm able to now buy myself a first vehicle and all of this stuff. So many things started happening, right? But guess what? It only made me more humble. I did not take any credit. I gave all the glory to God because He was the one that gave me the vision. So, guess what happened again? He gave me the same vision again. That's when you know you are purposeful. But you see, with this now, this is like, I already see it. I know what is going to happen, right? And it's already happening. It's just only a matter of time before what you see, it already manifests, right? So the beauty with this entire thing, right? After generating multiple six figures in the online space, right? I learned this one thing and I'm going to tell it to each and every single one of you, all right? You don't need to be a big influencer. You don't need to have flashy and fancy things. All of those things are irrelevant. The only thing that you need to do is to be yourself in the online space. You understand? If you're someone who work a job like me, it is okay. All right. Do not allow the people that you see out there in the online space who used to work a 9 to 5 kind of talk ill of 9 to 5 now, not realizing that. See, when you're operating in principle and order, and especially biblical principles, go and do your justice or go and do your due diligence, right? And look at people in the Bible. If the disciples weren't going out to work, those souls would not be saved. You understand? You all need to get with the times, right? But also understand that you have to have a mind frame or a mindset of your own. You see, sometimes you will not have the belief. Your belief will not be there, right? So what you have to do sometimes is you got to borrow someone else's belief. So I always say this, right? You see the word BELIEVE, break that up, right? BE, be yourself. That is all you have to do, all right? Everybody else is already taken. Be yourself. The next three letters, it's BE, then LIE. What does that say? It says to lie. LIE. So what you got to do is you got to lie to yourself and tell yourself good things. You got to tell yourself that you are great when you don't even feel great. You got to tell yourself that you make six figures when you ain't even see the first dollar. You understand? Because you now have to recondition or reprogram this subconscious mind of yours, right? Because see, when you start to reprogram the subconscious mind, what's going to happen is you see the eyes that you see with, they're going to start to see things, right? And when they start to see things, you'll find that God is now going to give you a vision, right? That is going to scare you. But let me be the one to warn you or to tell you that, you see, when you get the vision, it's going to be scary, yes, right? But what you have to do is give the vision back to God, right? Because see, a lot of us, what we tend to do is we worry about the how this is going to happen, how this is going to come about, how this, how that, and all of this stuff, right? Not realizing that what you have to do is grow to become that person that God could trust with the vision that He gave you, right? A lot of us, what we tend to do is we tend to malfunction, right? That is why we don't walk into the big vision that God gives us. You understand? And I'm not even going, y'all, look at YouTube over here carrying on, right? Listen, right? And I'm not even preaching how y'all is calling me a preacher when I come on here, right? But I'm just here to let you know that whatever it is that you need, it is already on the inside of you, right? So you see, this entire process with being in the online space and whatnot, right? You're able to meet people, you're able to collaborate with people, you're able to impact people's lives, you're able now to develop these relationships where you are probably looking at the transaction, right? But you see, for me, I'm past the transaction a long time ago, so a lot of you have to look at what a great impact that could create. What do I mean? I remember when I came across this lady in the online space. In fact, she came across me and she reached out to me and she wanted what I have to offer. And Sterling, what's up? Right? And I gave her access to that, right? Not only did she improve her health, but she also improved her wealth, right? And she's an educator, she's a teacher. She lives in Mississippi, right? Because of that one decision, that one connection, it led me now to where, guess what? I'm flying into Mississippi. I'm hosting seminars. I'm meeting clients. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm going from Biloxi to the different towns and all of this stuff, right? Because of one REAL relationship, right? So you see, for me, as long as you're over here, I want you to understand this, all right? We're in this for the long haul, right? Because see, it's not just a transaction. Understand that people's blessings are tied up in each other, right? And the quicker and sooner you realize that, the easier it'll be for you to get to that next level. I normally say, hey, two hands are here, right? You receive the blessing in this hand. This hand right here shouldn't be empty. It should be holding someone else's hand so that when you get the blessing in this hand, you could go ahead and pass it over here in this hand right here, so that the hand that you are holding, that person is getting blessed. And guess what? They repeat it. It causes a domino effect. So you now have a blessing just trickle down and just flowing, right? And you see, because the connection is right, the bigger the blessing comes, the more you're able to just pass it on and keep it flowing. But you have to operate in order and principle, right? I don't know who need to hear this, but maybe your next level right now, it's just dependent on you operating in order and principle. And because you don't want to learn, or because you don't want to operate in order and principle, then guess what? You're not only hindering yourself from going to the next level and getting blessed, but you're also hindering a whole bunch of people right now from getting their blessing, right? Y'all normally hear a lot of people say, we're all in this line waiting on our blessings, right? The sooner some of us who are purposeful realize our purpose, understand the gift that's within us, understand that power and what is already there, guess what? We'll operate in our God-given identity. And I don't know why I'm preaching tonight, because see, it's not supposed to be any sort of preaching live or anything that I'm supposed to be here doing. You understand? But somebody just need to hear this, right? You have to get out of your own way, because you're standing in the way of other people. Do not be the stumbling block that's hindering other people from getting to their greatness, right? God humbled me a very long time ago, right? And for me, every single day that I wake up, persons would see me and they would say, why is your energy always so high? Why do you have, this good vibes and all of this good stuff, right? And I say, you know what? Nothing bothers me. If something bothers me right now, it's because I want it to bother me, right? But you see, my frame of mind every single day, guess what? There is something to be grateful for. Like the other day, I remember when I was driving, right? And the control arm on my vehicle broke, right? For those of you who don't know what that is, um, how do I put it? That little bolt and whatever that allows the front wheels to turn, that joint right there, it broke, right? So the wheel, I couldn't turn the wheel or anything, right? After I dropped into a pothole on the highway while driving, I got into the supermarket parking lot. When I turned to park, I just hear boop, right? I said, you know what, God, you have a funny sense of humor, a great sense of humor. This could have thrown me off, right? But not only that, guess what? That could have happened while I was driving on the highway. And who knows where the vehicle would have sent me? Maybe it would have flipped. Maybe something would have happened, right? But I looked at it and I said, you know what? I had to pick the good out of it. And I say, you know what, God, I don't know what it is that you're doing, but I am grateful. You want to know why I'm grateful? Because you are making room for a new vehicle to come into my life. I'm not a materialistic person, but just know God show right up, all right? He show right up. And that should be enough to tell you all what time it is already. I fixed my vehicle, but just know God has been truly amazing and truly great. All right. Are you guys getting some value? Because I want to make sure that you guys are getting some value, you know. This is just kind of giving y'all a little taste, a little teaser of who I am as an individual, right? So I get the privilege to, coach so many amazing people. Do y'all want me to give y'all a little sneak peek? Let me know if y'all want me to give y'all a little sneak peek because it's easier for me to show you than to actually, so I want to give y'all a little sneak peek. I won't show y'all too much because I don't want y'all to. Oh, Jesse said yes, please. Je- Jesse didn't even ask what it was. Jesse, where are you coming in? Where are you coming in from? Making my heart happy. Oh, thank you so much, Tracy. Right, right. Hey, good evening, Jesse. Where are you coming in from? Let me know, y'all. For all of y'all who are on here, I know y'all are tapping. Okay, good, y'all. Let's get to about 5,000 taps. All right. I am just being curious. Okay. Oh, you're just being curious. They normally say curiosity does something to the cat, right? But we're not gonna say anything on here because the platform is very sensitive. Because even just now, I see the comment, but it also filtered it, and it said some comments in this live are filtered to protect the community's experience. But you didn't say anything wrong. But I saw the comment and I see where it filtered it, but a lot of people they wouldn't see it. So everybody that's on here, y'all do me a huge favor, right? If y'all have gotten some value so far, at least one gem out of something that I said, y'all just go ahead and tap the screen for me. All right, because I have to jump off of here in about another 20, 30 minutes or so, because I want to ensure that I save some of this great energy for my client, my coaching client. All right. So yeah, so I get the opportunity to share this business in a box gift with so many of you who want it. It's not for everybody, right? But if you're someone who you're looking for a plug and pay business, right, and you're ready to position yourself the right way for 2025, um this is a way to do it. All right. This is a great way to do it, to be exact. Okay. Shout out to YouTube. YouTube, y'all say something else over here. Let me know y'all are crystal clear and y'all are good over here. All right. So drop something in the chat. And like I said, this is my first official YouTube live stream. I've done live streams before, but they were always private, where I was hosting maybe like a mastermind or something, something, right? So see, Googled me. Y'all see that comment right there, right? This is what I always tell you guys about whenever you come over here, right? It's always going to be someone who has no bio, no display picture, or anything whatsoever. But I always tell you guys when you come over here, because our space is a space that it is very sacred. We don't do the wrong type of energies over here because the world as we know it is already negative, right? So you see when someone pops in on the live stream and instead of them listening, ask proper questions to maybe be able to help themselves to go and grow to the next level, learn how to use social media the right way. Do you understand? It pretty much shows the mentality or the mindset of a lot of people, right? So what we don't do is we do not sweat, right? What we do is we clean house, right? And in cleaning house, it allows us to remove the wrong energy from our space in order to make room for the right energy. All right. So hold on. Oh, Tracy. Oh, Tracy, you're bad. Okay, we could hang out. We could hang out, Tracy. Yeah, yeah. Naya is here. Yeah, no, Naya is here. Naya is doing her hair. Yeah, soon come. Yeah, I like that, Tracy. Tracy said, use the Dyson to clean the house, to clean the house. Yeah, I love that, right? So my niece is here. That's my son right there. Calling me to come see Naya, but Naya is not going anywhere soon. She's actually getting her hair done, so that she could go to her photo shoot because she has a photo shoot coming up. Her birthday is next month, and my birthday is also next month, right? So that is the beauty of it, right? So all of you who want more information, right? You're gonna tap my face right here because I know some of you have to bounce off the live stream. When it pops up here, you're going to tap it again, right? And then when you go over to my profile, you'll see that link right there. Just pop your email in for more information. But y'all said y'all wanted me to show y'all something, right? Y'all said y'all want me to show y'all something. I'm gonna tease it on my YouTube for those who are on my YouTube so that they could see it as well. All right. So YouTube, just give me a heads up. Let me know that y'all could see this. I believe y'all could see it. All right. Let me know that y'all could see it. I believe I'm gonna show it to y'all right now. Hold on 1 minute. All right. Okay, let me make sure YouTube could see it. Okay. YouTube, just let me know in the chat that you could see the screen. All right. I am now going to turn this over so that Tracy could see it. All right. You'll see that. That's my YouTube folks right there. That's in the chat. All right. I like YouTube. I think I'm gonna start streaming more on YouTube because see, I'm able to be in that little box right here. And then y'all could still see my screen, kind of like when I'm doing my YouTube videos, because see, I don't think TikTok is enjoying the vibes and all that good stuff. So yeah, maybe I'll just share it with y'all alone. All right. But I'm just giving y'all a little sneak peek right here. All right. I want y'all to take a look at this just to get inspired. All right. Right. Tracy, let me know when you see it. All right. Then I'll read some of what I wanna share with all of you who are on here. All right. Is it free, please? Okay, great, Trace. You could see it. Jesse, I am going to answer your question right now because I need to make sure I answer you the correct way, right? But y'all, check this out, right? Whew. Nothing I can say will express what a superb friend, mentor, and coach Dean is. His knowledge, experience, drive, perseverance, mindset, and spirit is second to none, right? When I'm sinking into the famous imposter syndrome, have the need to bounce ideas, or just a simple pick me up, I can depend on Dean every time, right? Boom. This is from a Harvard professor, all right, all the way in Canada. She's also a certified life coach, a triple diamond graphic designer, all right? In my experience working with him, Dean never fails to show up with a heartfelt encouragement, hands on tech and troubleshooting advice, right? Honest feedback and whatever else my client needs, right? A skilled business and life coach, Dean is my go to for help with creative and critical thinking when it comes to building an online business, 5 stars. All right. She said it, not me, right? But check this out from Dr. Heather, right? I just worked with Dean to launch my online presence. I was delighted with his solid work ethic, his precise attention to detail, and especially his awareness of what is currently vital on the platforms. Dean offered much more than I expected and made certain that everything worked seamlessly for me. He is an absolute delight to work with. I recommend him highly. All right. YouTube, I hope you all get inspired over there. All right. But don't just get inspired. I want you to take inspired action, right? Because see, the action that you take, it is definitely going to be the shaper of your tomorrow. All right. I see people are coming in and out of the YouTube room now. Let me see. I don't know who is on, but if y'all want to, y'all could go ahead and drop something in the chat so I could shout y'all out. Especially let me know where y'all are coming in from, right? Now, Jesse, are you still here so that I could answer your question? Because I need to know from you exactly what are you asking if is free. The information that I'm given, of course, the information that I'm given, it is free because I'm here having a conversation with you live. You're seeing my screen. You could ask me questions. So yes, that is free. But help me so that I could help you. I joined late though. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I think I'm gonna leave the video up over on my YouTube. Yeah, let me know. I want to go into business. Okay, you want to go into business. Where are you located, Jesse? Because you just asked if this is free. I'm trying to help you. So help me so that I could help you. Exactly what are you asking if it's free? All right, help me to help you. YouTube, are y'all still hearing me crystal clear? Somebody just comment and let me know, all right? Because I can't jump off of the stream right now to go check to see if y'all could hear me. So let me know if y'all could hear me crystal clear. Okay, Jesse, I'm also just waiting on you. Let's have the conversation, all right? Because it just may help a whole lot of people who are on here, right? Okay, I think maybe the overall process of starting. Okay, so the overall process of starting, um, longest time, Dean. Mike, where you been, Mike? Season's greetings to you, sir. I hope you've been absolutely amazing and I hope you crushed your exams because I know right now you're probably on break. So tell me you crushed those exams, right? So Jesse said the overall process of starting, right? If it's free to get started with a business, is that what you're asking? So if that is what you are asking, Jesse, let's break it down, right? And this is for learning purposes, so that everyone could understand out there, right? If you have to go right now and open a storefront, next week is my defense. You see, I know, right? All right. So, well, all the best. Make sure you knock it out the park because I know that you're smart and you just got to do the thing, man, right? But you said long time. Just know that, like for me, I've been over on my YouTube a lot, Mike. So that's why you probably haven't seen me a lot on here because I come on ever so often, but my main focus is over on my YouTube channel, right? But to help Jesse out, right, and everyone that is on here who may be in the online space and you're looking for a free opportunity, by all means, this is a mindset shift that I want you to have, right? And let's just take the airport, for example, right? Just because I jumped on a plane the other day, right? Okay, I will connect on YouTube. Definitely. There's a link on my profile that takes you directly to my YouTube channel, right? So let me just share with you guys, right? So a couple days ago, I had to jump on the airplane to fly to another island, right? And then fly back home and whatnot. I couldn't do that for free, number one, right? I had to purchase my seat on the airplane. Zay, close the door, please. I had to purchase my seat on the airplane in order for me to get registered in that system. Because, see, there's two ways. I could have easily booked the reservation and had the reservation on hold, but I had to purchase the actual ticket, which guaranteed my my way to get to the destination, right? That came at a cost, number one, right? Secondly, when you look at running a traditional business, you cannot do it for free. If you have to open a storefront right now, whether the storefront is from the comfort of your home, you're going to need something to sell, right? So you're going to need products, you're going to need maybe samples, prototypes, or whatever it is, right? And you see those products that you need right there, it comes at a cost. It is not free, right? Let's say, for example, right now, you are starting with your resources, right? Let's say you're very skilled, you're artistic and everything, right? You now have to pay the price in order for your skill or your gift to make room for you. Because whatever it is that you have to work with, you need some sort of monetary investment in order for it to make sense at the end of the day, right? Or in order for it to make dollars, because for it to make sense, it got to make sense first for it to make dollars. Are y'all following me? Because I want y'all to understand, you see the whole mindset and the framework of approaching the online space and looking for free opportunities. That's not going to get you anywhere, right? Y'all remember a couple of years ago when we were underneath, when we were, dealing with the global pandemic and the shutdown, right? Do y'all know right now that Amazon is one of the biggest e-commerce platforms, right? Ladies, I know y'all know about Sheen. You don't go to Sheen to get free clothes or, free accessories. There is a cost, right? It is the same thing with Amazon. So why do you think, or why would you have the frame of mind that you are going to start a business for free? Are you going to give away what it is that you start for free? Are you not going to make money if you started for free? Are you running a charity? Because I could tell you right now, I sit on what, two boards, right? Like I have a, and I shouldn't even share that. Yeah, let me not share that with you guys. But just know, even those charitable organizations, they require monetary monetary donations in order to keep the wheels rolling or the reels turning, right? Do y'all get where I'm coming from? So to simply answer the question, if this is for free, there is a cost that is associated with getting started in the online space or in the traditional world. There is just a cost. We could say, for example, right now, we could look at Jesus Christ. He had to pay the price for our sins so that we could have eternal life. That was the cost. Remember, he went and buy back, you understand, by paying with his life. So there is a cost that is associated. So you see that mindset going over into the new year. I want all of you guys to kind of drop that, right? So for the ladies that's on here, and no offense to anybody, right now, if you got to buy, that Remy, Hemi, Shemi, whatever it is, you're going to find the money to be able to buy it, so that you could look like an absolute 150, even though you already look like 100. You want to add that 50 on it to make sure you got that extra glow. There is an exchange that have to take place. So if you have to approach life looking for a free opportunity, looking for a free handout, looking for a freebie, looking for a free gift, you see, then you're not operating in principle, right? But you know what they always say about free? Y'all tell me in the comments, what do they normally say about free? Y'all tell me. And we'll just leave it as that, right? Let me do this puzzle real quick. That's popping up on the TikTok. Okay, so it said verified, right? Make sure if y'all are not following me, make sure y'all hit that plus sign and y'all are following me. All right. And for those of you who want more information, like I said, tap my face up here. When it pops up here again, you tap it, and then check out the link that is in my profile so that you could get more information, right? About this business in a box opportunity, right? And if y'all want to check out more of my content, feel free to go and stalk me. I give you permission because I know right now, maybe what, um, eight of you right now, you're probably skeptical, and you have your guards up. By all means, it is okay. I was there as well, right? But and I have to really choose my words. If if I was not someone who was serious, then you probably would have sensed that by now. I probably would be around here wasting time, like how some people go and lurk from live stream to live stream, don't have no identity, no bio or nothing. Then when you look, 20 minutes from now, you're going to see one of them pop up in your inbox sending you a message, and they're going to have my picture on it. And when you go on their page, you're going to see that they stole all my videos and trying to repurpose my content. Then they try to sell you into crypto, bipto, flipto, dipto, and all the toes, right? But guess what? None of them could actually come live and have a conversation with you. So that is what makes the difference. So do not allow these people that are in the online space to deceive you. All right. There's only one Dean, never two, one. All right. So y'all let me know in the comments if y'all have any more questions so that I could kind of wrap this up to jump off of here because I have to jump on Zoom in short order. So let me know. YouTube, how y'all doing over here? To my faithful few that is over here on YouTube. Let me know how y'all are doing. And I might not save this, by the way. I might just archive it or save it as unlisted on my YouTube because I wanted to test this because I want to rewatch it. I want to hear how the audio sounds, and I want to see how the video look like from me watching it from a different lens as opposed to me seeing myself on the screen. So I want to see because see um I have a game plan with something that I'm planning on doing. So y'all know I normally just test and then go out and do it and whatnot. Like how I implemented this strategy and I knock it out the park. And I get to tell you all about that maybe next month, God Spares Life or first quarter. But I'm already halfway done with my first quarter and everything that I need to do and whatnot. My video content for the rest of the month is already completed. There's a new episode that my assistant dropped to me late last night. I reviewed it already. The video is crystal clear. It's ready to go, ready to be posted on Monday. The short form content is already edited. It's there, and it's just me now. I need to go and schedule it so they could drop on the different days. So when you get that rhythm going, all you have to do is to just be absolutely amazing. Thank you for your amazing insights. I will go and leave my email for more information on the box. Yeah, definitely, Tracy, and feel free reply to any one of the emails. All right, and if you want more information, because see, like on a live stream, I try to explain so persons could understand. I don't overcomplicate it. But then if I need to, kind of show you the ins and outs of certain things, right? Like the community that I spoke about, our community is almost 50,000 people strong, right? But you want to know what I love about the business in a box opportunity, and let me make it super simple again. Y'all know when y'all go into McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, there's a menu that is up there, right? And you could order some nuggets, you could order some Whopper fish sandwich, a kids meal, a double combo. There's so many different options, right? So when you get your business in a box opportunity, right? If you get started the right way, you're able to get started with like where you have access to about four different streams of income right away, right? That's the highest level of the program. So if you position yourself the right way, it's a one-time investment and no monthly recurring fees, right? So imagine me making this investment, right? One time. And within my first 40 days, I generated $10,000, right? So y'all see why I say it's a no-brainer, right? But back to the whole, the menu and all of that, right? There's so many different things that you get to learn, right? Like one of my streams of income, it's affiliate income, right? Where, you learn how you now could be brand ambassadors for tools, systems, you understand, different sort of products out there, but not just like products that actually solve a problem for people and they need them for everyday use, right? So you get to be brand ambassadors for those, and because you get to be brand ambassadors, now you could collect what is called a sizable affiliate commission. And a sizable affiliate commission, it ranges anywhere from 60% and above, right? Now, I've done affiliate marketing where, I'm getting a $3 here, a $7 there, a $6 there, a $4 there, right? But when I'm able to generate an affiliate commission to the tone of the average commission that I generate from one affiliate sale is like about $120, the mindset is a bit different. You understand? Right? See? I like your sense of humor, Tracy. Yeah, I like your sense of humor, right? So I normally tell persons, right? Like you see, I also have a coaching business where I coach, select few, not everybody, right? I coach a select few, and the reason why I coach a select few, because you see, my time is very precious and valuable, right? But I also know that because I am coaching these individuals, I am taking time away from my business, and I have to devote time to help them to level up, right? And persons pay a premium price for that, and salute to all of you, especially those of you who are serious about getting to that next level, right? But that is another stream of income. I sell my own digital products. I know how to create digital products. In fact, I show you how to do that for free. So, one of the things that I do, like when persons get started with the business in a box opportunity, where they're able to get their done for them business that is pretty much like 95% done for them, if they get started the right way, which is the full program, like at the top level, they actually get my coaching services as a gift. They get it as a gift because remember, I tell you that this is a gift. Only those though who get started the right way get that. Not everybody, right? So the average person that gets started with me, they get started right here. Because you see, that's the kind of people that I want around me. People who see themselves doing great things, doing big things. Y'all remember me telling y'all about Mira earlier, right? So I'll share this with you and then I'll hop off, right? A couple months ago, I started to talk or to share, the fact that I'm going to take a vacation, right? And I took a really great vacation to the tone of, let's just say the vacation that I took, it was almost 4 weeks, right? And that vacation that I took, it literally, it was a vacation, all right? Let's just say it was like, let's just say it was almost 10x this, right? If my math is mathing, it was almost 10x this, right? Yep, almost 10x this, right? And I had no like issues or problems whatsoever. You want to know why? My online business paid for the vacation. I'm gonna tell paid for it, everything paid for it, right? From airfare to tickets to yeah, everything, right? But Mira, coming back to Mira again, she said, you know what, Dean? I think I'm gonna do what you do. I'm inspired so much by you, Dean. I think I'm gonna put I want to go for a nice vacation on my vision board, right? For my family, and I want to travel back home to the Philippines. I kid you not. Maybe like a month and a half after I return, here comes Mira. Dean, guess what? I just purchased tickets for me and everybody in my household, right? and each airplane ticket was 3,500 US dollars. I was like, you understand? But I looked at that and I say, man, if you're able to do that, right? You see, that is why you need a visionary, right? Someone who carries it, right? Because see, you now have to be the one to lead. One of the things that I'm doing is working with her privately now to help develop, a coaching offer, like to kind of even diversify her income even more, right? Because see, when you're in the online space, it's one thing for you to be able to generate the income, but what you have to do is do smart or do well with the money that you generate. And you got to put the income to make money for you, right? Like, for example, right? One strategy that I learned inside of the business in a box opportunity that we used in the online space, I took it offline and tried it, right? And because I did that, it has now positioned me to the tone of where quarterly I get a commission, right? From that one strategy, quarterly, I get a commission that is a minimum of about 1900 US dollars, right? 1900 US dollars because of one strategy that I learned inside of the business in a box opportunity. Yeah. So you're able to learn things, you're able to go out there and do it. And then now you'll find out, okay, you start with your digital business franchise. You have options where persons could purchase from you. You now start to kind of, hey, let's add some ice cream. Let's do this. Let's do that. So you'll find that even though you have your digital business franchise, you're now able to have these different pockets of things around your digital business franchise that supports it, so you're not able to generate additional streams of income so that you now don't have to scratch your head or be able to worry about how you're going to make it or how you're going to make ends meet. You understand? One stream of income is too close to none, my friend, and you deserve multiple streams of income, especially going over into 2025. So, for all of you who are on here, y'all look at this, right? We're at 3.7 thousand hearts, right? Y'all go ahead and everybody just tap, 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 tap the screen. If you've gotten some value, let us get to about 5,000 hearts so I could jump off of here in, yeah, let's do that in about 5 minutes. Everybody just tap the screen. Thank you so much. And if y'all are not following me, make sure y'all hit that plus sign and follow me. All right. And if y'all are serious, like I said, about changing your life, changing your situation, and getting to the next level, then let's get you started. You understand? Let's get you started so that you now could have yourself your business in a box opportunity set up and ready to go for you for the new years. You understand? Because see, guess what? The level of your success is dependent on you and absolutely nobody else. All right. I want to thank you guys so much for being absolutely amazing. Y'all let me know if I served you well on tonight. All right. My niece is out there, so I gotta go bite her on her cheek so that she could start crying. CJ, what's up, CJ? How are you? I see CJ said virtual assistant. Is it that you're a virtual assistant, CJ, or do you have an agency? What is it that you do? Let me know. Shout out to all of you. Mama Triple G, what's up? Dorisa. Okay, so nobody got any value. All right, so I'm gonna jump off of here. Michael, take it easy. Keep doing amazing things. Make sure you pass that exam. YouTube, thank you so much for your time spending it with me this evening. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream. Now, I might just leave this up on the YouTube channel. So for those of you who are on here, I will go ahead and leave a link in the description so that you could check it out. All right. Let's see. My heart and soul is ready, but my bank balance is in the negative. This is why I need to do this. See, that is exactly why you need to do this, Tracy. This was your story is similar to Mira's story, right? And she started with an overdraft, but now she's from overdraft to overflow. As in overflow. Yep. From overdraft to overflow. But you see the beauty with it, right, Tracy? Your temporary situation, it's just temporary, you just have to see yourself out of it. So you see, because Mira was in that place where she was broken, and I remember she just got paid too. When she comes, she said, Dean, I just got paid and all my salary is gone. My account is in an overdraft, right? I have to do something different. But she was working 15 to 19 hours per day. And I said, Mira, the only thing that you got to do is borrow my belief, because your belief is probably not where it's supposed to be right now. You understand? And she said, you know what, Dean? I'm going to borrow your belief and get started. Okay, Dean, what do I need to do? Boom, boom, boom. And when I tell you, the most humble, the most coachable, if you see we jump on a call right now, I remember a couple months back while I was doing a coaching session with her, I started to stream it live, right? So that you guys could see. And if you all scroll my content and look, you would see sometimes I would throw up a video with me and her and all that good stuff, right? Y'all would see where she is coming from, and where literally, she share her testimonials, right? And she share, okay, boom, Mira, you're here right now at 30,000 mark. Well, you see 30, but I see 50, right? Because see, it's there. You have to understand that. And that's what you need. You need someone who's going to see it when you don't see it, or if you can't see it, right? You want to know why? Because there's so many traits that I saw, of myself within her, like the hunger to just be great and do great, right? You see that comment that you made about, the account being in overdraft or not so happy. I know it oh so well. Remember, I shared earlier when I shared my story. The responsibilities were up here, but the income was down here. So that's why I had to go and get this second job in order to handle my responsibilities. You understand? So whatever you see right now, whatever is going on, you just have to push past it, because sometimes the greater blessing is also in your sacrifice. Remember, you got two hands to clap. Maybe God is just waiting for you to move so that he could move. You understand? And you're starting from a very great place. I now get to brag on Mira's story. She went from overdraft to abundance, right? From overdraft to abundance, right? But I hope that this was a blessing to each and every single one of you that popped on. I salute you for sticking around. Thank you all so much for the gifts, everybody, for your kind words, even the naysayers and the negative Nancy's that popped in, you know. Blessings in abundance to all my security officers that are watching the room. I salute you, to all my folks who normally do their screen recordings and save it for their learning purposes, or they go ahead and they send it around and whatnot. I also tip my hat off to you, and I salute each and every single one of you. But just understand, every single one of you that are on here, there's greatness that is on the inside of you. All right, even if you're feeling down right now, if you feel like you are falling flat on your face, don't fall on your face, all right? Even if you feel like you're falling, try to land on your back. Because you see, if you land on your back, you could look up. And you see, when you could look up, it means you could pick yourself up and you could get up. All right. Thank you guys so much for being absolutely amazing. Right. Y'all are phenomenal. And I will see you guys again on another live stream. All right. Remember, if you are not following me, hit that plus sign and follow me. I got to jump off of here because my coaching session with my client starts at 8 o'clock p.m. And I just want to get a quick reset before I jump on that Zoom call. All right. Watch this. Blessings, Divine. Um, a sour. Just hit the follow button, all right, and or go check out the content and whatnot. I'm jumping off the live stream right now. There's a whole lot that I shared, for the last almost an hour and a half. So yeah, but there's a whole lot. Just know as long as you're around me, you're gonna get the motivation and the inspiration. But most importantly, I'm gonna push you to become the very best version of yourself there is possible. By default, you learn how to generate income in the online space, working smarter and not harder. So if you are someone who knows that you need this, especially going over into the new year, then by all means, I welcome you to be a part of my world. All right. Prosper Online, how are you? Nice to see you, Laura. Um, there's so much Laura's in my world. I don't know who is who, but later, YouTube, thank you so much for the support.